Look, nurse, just tell me how Marty Saybrook is doing. Well, I know for a fact that she was admitted last night, and she's pregnant, so maybe she's in the what do you call it, the maternity ward. You don't give out that information? Well, I'm a relative. I'm her son. Cole. A family code? No, what are you talking about? Hello? Hello?
Why are you impersonating your daughter's boyfriend? What kind of trouble are you up to now?
I have to go dress shopping. It's only a couple weeks until prom. You smell so good. Hey, do you think it's silly of me dragging you to my prom?
No, of course not. It'll be fun.
Are you sure? Because we live together and we have a kid.
Hey. Look, prom is supposed to be one of those nights that you always remember. Because you're with the person you love. And they try to make it into a fantasy or something with the music and the lights. So that when you look at each other, you remember how lucky you are to be together.
Get a room.
Hey, I had a whole apartment till someone moved in.
Oh, yes, Star, why'd you have to move in?
He was talking about me. How dare you?
Hey, Lang.
Yeah.
I got a book. I got work.
Oh, okay.
But before I go, don't you have something you need to tell me?
Your mother makes the best eggs on the planet.
Yeah, she's a good cook. Layla, I want to ask you something. And I'm really hoping you'll say yes.
Jessie?
Oh, Mom, I'm so glad you're back. Everything's so awful. You're not gonna believe this.
What's going on?
John just accused me of killing Marty's baby.
Our baby?
How are you feeling?
There is no baby. Not anymore.
Come on, sweetheart, it can't be as bad as all that.
You have no idea. I'm so glad you're home.
So am I. Bree has missed you.
Is she okay?
She's fine. She had a wonderful time in London with her uncles and even with David Vickers, who absolutely doted on her. It was very funny. He took her to the park every single day and they fed pigeons.
I wish I could be the mother that she needs.
Is there no progress at all? You hadn't recovered any memories of your adult life?
Still 17, senior in high school. And I was really looking forward to the prom until Christian decided to ask someone else.
I really want you to be with me, so I'm hoping you'll say yes.
Hey, Ruby! Oh, Layla, you shouldn't have.
So where were you this morning? I thought the idea was to hit the gym.
Mr. Studley never came home last night.
Where were you?
Well, I had a room at the Palace, and I thought I'd take advantage of it.
Anyone we know?
I don't kiss and tell.
Like, we don't know who you've been seeing.
Come on, Lang. You know you can't keep a secret from me.
What do you mean?
The prom, I saw the tickets on the dresser.
Yeah, you figured it out. Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about it, but I guess
It's
just
okay.
didn't have the chance.
I accept. And I promise you, this year's prom night is going to be even better than last year's.
See? I told you he would want to go to prom. It's gonna be great.
Hey, did you guys hear what happened to Marco last night?
What do you mean?
Oh, he's supposed to meet this film director in his hotel room, but instead he ran into Ford shacking up with some girl.
No. Yeah, he didn't mention that.
Ford sure didn't waste any time. You know, because after you dumped on me, you moved on. I mean, you did dump him, Langston.
What happened?
Look, I know that you made me promise not to go and see Marty, but I felt so bad about the things that I said to her. I had to go and apologize. And I mean, I still can't believe those words came out of my mouth. If it weren't for the baby, John would be with me. Brody, Marty lost the baby.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But miscarriages happen, Natalie. You can't blame
It wasn't a
yourself.
miscarriage. Someone pushed Marty down the stairs. Baby died. It's a homicide.
Who would push a pregnant woman down a flight of stairs?
Me, according to John. Were you here all night? Did you sleep at all?
It doesn't matter. As long as you're okay.
Are you okay? When I was in surgery, did you find Natalie?
Yeah.
Did you arrest her?
No.
What? Why not? She took our baby. She pushed me down those stairs and she made me lose our baby. She belongs in jail.
Anybody ever teach you to knock?
On the door of my own office? We share this space, remember? This is my desk, remember? So why are you pretending to be Cole Thornhart?
Oh, I was just following up on a story we're doing about identity theft.
So you thought you'd give it a try?
John and I are gonna have this baby. And there's nothing you can do about it. Cole and Star, they love each other. And there's nothing you can do about it. We are all going to be happy. And there is nothing you can do about it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Todd,
What?
where'd you go?
No, that's just, I've got a lot on my mind, so.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure you'll handle it.
Is that for me? Oof. I do know like it.
Like father, like son.
What does that mean?
My mother made this for me right before she died.
Yeah, sorry.
So, that's it? No, how was your trip? Gee, I hope you're hanging in there, Kelly. Is there anything I can do to make you feel better, Kelly?
Well, we could sleep together. That'd make me feel better.
Me definitely no like.
All right, how was your trip? Did you find out who's calling you? Any proof that your mom was murdered? You wanted questions. I'm giving you questions.
I'm just trying to see if you care at all.
I offered to sleep with you.
What is wrong with you today? Besides, you have not told me why you were impersonating
So John
Cole
must have struck
Thornhill.
out, huh? I mean, investigation-wise. Because obviously sex is off the table with you right now.
Number one, John is with Marty.
Right this minute?
I don't know. I guess so. We didn't have much luck at the sanitarium. John was in a hurry to get back.
Oh yeah, why? Because did she call him? Does he know? Oh, never mind, sorry.
Does he know what?
I question Natalie.
And let me guess, she denied it. Talk to Brody, he was there. She blamed our baby for the fact that you two aren't together.
She said she was coming back to the hospital to apologize.
No! No! She wanted our baby gone, John, and she made it happen. She has to pay for that!
The fact that John could consider that I would deliberately push someone down the stairs, a pregnant woman, that's horrible.
I think you have to cut him some slack, Natalie. He just lost his kid.
And I told him how sorry I was about the baby. I didn't want anything bad to happen to the baby. I love babies. I miss him. You know, it's not fair. We have feelings for each other, and we weren't even allowed to see where it was going to go. Because, yes, Marty got pregnant. That's a fact. But you know what? I'm allowed to be disappointed, and I am allowed to talk to my friend about it. And no, I should not have rubbed it in Marty's face. But that does not mean I pushed her down the stairs.
You told him all this?
Yes! But obviously Marty thinks I'm guilty, and she's convinced John of that.
He's a cop, Natalie. He knows that's not evidence.
Except I was there when John found Marty.
What?
I told you that I went to apologize to her, but she didn't want to hear it, so she brushed past me. I went to the elevator that was out of order, so I took the stairs, and I must have gotten there right after someone pushed her down the stairs. So I was at the scene of the crime, and I'm sure John considers that evidence.
It's maybe opportunity, but I don't know if it's evidence.
I have motive. Baby's gone, I get John, and now means an opportunity. My two hands pushing Marty down the stairs.
It's not enough for an arrest. Not without a witness.
I wouldn't put it past Marty to convince John that she saw me. She'd say anything to hang on to John.
You said you didn't see Natalie push you.
I know, but I told you I saw her right outside my office. She tried to stop me, but I went past her because I'd had enough of her that day. You told me you saw her standing at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I did.
She told me. She told me our baby was in the way.
Excuse me, Dr. Saybrook. This is a personal code for family members so that they can receive information when they call in.
Yeah, thanks. But, I think we're gonna tell my son when I get home. It'll just upset him if he knows I'm in the hospital.
I'm afraid your son already knows. He called to ask about your condition.
Was that you in Ford's hotel room last night?
How can you even ask me that?
Yes or no?
Cole! I have to get to school.
I mean,
All right, just let it go.
What if she's still cheating on Marco, huh? I mean, she wasn't here all night, you know, and she just got home right after Marco got home.
Oh, and what, now I can't even come home? I told you I'm done with Ford. I never want to see him again.
Oh, so, who was that just texting? Was that him just texting you?
Why are you so convinced that it was me in that room? Why not Hannah?
It's not Hannah.
Oh, yeah? How can you be so sure?
Because she's over him.
Well, I'm over him, too. I mean, I don't get why you don't believe me and you believe her over me.
Hey, Mom.
I can't believe Cole thinks that I'm still cheating on Marco with Ford. I mean, I wouldn't go near him if he was the last guy on Earth.
You, You think you know who I was with last night?
Come on, Ford. All those pizza deliveries in the middle of the night and that cute delivery girl who follows you to the bedroom so you can make change?
And there have been an awful lot of leftover pizza slices in the fridge.
That's who you think I was with last night? The pizza delivery girl?
So then who was it?
Oh, boy.
Honey, this ticket to the prom that you tore up, what happened?
I don't want to go anymore. I was hoping that Christian would ask me, that he'd remember what it meant to us.
Well, darling, that's when you were both back in high school.
I know it was back when we were in high school, but I'm in school again, and he's there too.
No, he's a teacher now, honey.
He's going, Mom. I was there when he got his tickets.
Christian's going to the prom?
Well, he's chaperoning, but they said that he could bring a date, and he could have asked me. It would have been perfect, but he didn't.
So, this ticket that you have...
Well, I bought it because I thought I'd go by myself, but I don't want to go and watch him dance with Layla to our song, so I tore it up.
Well, that's a shame. Because I think you should go.
All right, so the girl in my hotel room was, her name is Karen, and she is a pizza delivery girl when she's not in classes. Hey, Margot, am I gonna see you at this lecture?
Yeah, wouldn't miss it.
Great. All right, I need to order some food since you stole my muffin.
You are such an operator.
Part of my charm.
I'm so glad you're not a player.
Well, why would I want to play around when I have everything I want right here? Okay. Back to where we were. Layla, I would be honored if you were my date at the Landview High Senior Prom.
The prom?
I got to talk to the chaperone.
I thought you were going to ask me to...
What? You thought I was going to ask you to what?
But you're all right?
I'm fine.
Mom,
Yeah?
I'm really sorry.
Me too. But, I'll be home in a little while, and I'll see you then?
You going back to John's?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you later.
What's wrong?
My mom's in the hospital. She had some kind of fall.
What? Where?
She didn't say.
Is she okay?
Yeah. Yeah, she's okay. But the baby...
Oh, no. Cole.
So sorry.
He wanted to come to the hospital, of course, but I told him not to, because... I gotta take one look at him. I fall apart. You know, he loves that little Hope, and he was... You know, he doesn't have any brothers and sisters, so he...
Did he mention who told him that you were in the hospital?
He didn't know. He didn't know until I called him. The nurse must have made a mistake. He wasn't the one who called earlier.
No, you don't get to do that and share my office. Did John know what, Todd?
Did he know whether the baby's a boy or a girl?
He didn't say.
But he's with Marty right now. You said that he went to see her right after he got home last night?
Why do you care what he's doing?
Well, I don't care what he's doing. I'm just thinking about you. I'm thinking... He doesn't have it all going on upstairs, you know. He's thinking about other things. He's thinking about babies, thinking about bassinets and booties and stuff. And I think you need someone who's totally focused on whatever happened to your mom.
Thank you very much for caring, Todd, but I think John has it well in hand. He questioned a guy that we ran into at the sanitarium, Rodney. Turns
What did he
out,
say?
not much. He's mute. So John
A guy
thinks...
who's mute, a guy who can't talk, called you on the phone. Maybe he killed her.
You know what? Cut it out. John is going to get to the bottom of this. You'll see. He always gets his man.
Look,
I know I'm impulsive and I do a lot of crazy things. I mean, I'm the one who showed up at a funeral in a flaming red dress, but that does not mean that I would push Marty down a flight of stairs. And the fact that John doesn't know
if
that...
Marty says she saw you.
You know what? Fine. Come and cuff me. Take me downtown. Save John the trip.
Oh, all I'm saying is that John has an obligation to question you, and that's all it is. Look, he didn't book you, and I'm not going to either.
Why?
Because I don't think you did it.
Do you believe me?
Hey, all right, you told Marty off, and yeah, maybe it was a little harsh, but you laid it out. You didn't need to push her.
Thank you. You know, it's really funny. Neither one of us would be here right now if we didn't love Jessica so much. Yet somehow, you seem to believe me, and John, the man I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. Why can't he see that I'm innocent?
We'll find out who did this, I promise.
We know who did it.
There's no evidence Natalie pushed you, and without that, we can't make an arrest.
If it wasn't your ex, would you see it the same way? Or are you protecting her? This is not me being jealous. She stabbed Miss Lawrence and you covered for her. You made sure she got away with it.
This is different.
No, it's still Natalie.
This is about you. You're all I care about. I'm not covering for anyone. I could have lost you.
That matters to you.
Yes. It matters to me.
Just check it.
I'm gonna find who did this, I promise.
Even if it's Natalie.
Even Natalie.
I thought John knew me better than anyone in this world. I thought we had this special connection, but obviously not. Not if he thinks that I would kill his baby so that I could get my claws into him.
You have to remember John's a cop.
He's my friend.
Which is why he has to lean on procedure. He doesn't trust himself. So he asks you the questions he needs to ask, and he takes note of your response. And that's all it is. And the fact that he hasn't pursued this should tell you something.
I saw how he went after Jared. He's not gonna stop. Not until he destroys what little we have left.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Hey, Brody, can you come down to the hospital and take a statement from Marty?
I'm on it.
It's John.
And I gotta get going. My shift's starting, and he wants me to take Marty's statement.
Well, we know what she's gonna say. Should I get a lawyer?
So the sanitarium's administrator kept insisting my mother died of natural causes, whatever that means. She didn't seem to be hiding anything, but... Oh! And we discovered the phone calls were coming from her office. And the only other person with the key was Rodney. Are you even listening? Where are you going?
I'm gonna take care of something.
You thought I was...
I'm sorry. It's just the way you were leading up to it, that you'd be honored. And...
Well, I guess I just thought it was lame that I was asking you to a high school prom.
It'll be fun.
So you'll go with me?
That depends. Will Jessica be there?
Sweetheart, this prom is obviously very important to you. You know, you've been talking about it ever since you got out of the hospital. And Marty thinks that it's significant.
Well, did Marty also tell you that she blames me for being in this time warp? That she thinks somehow I want to be here?
I don't think she put it exactly like that. But yes, she did mention that she thinks this was obviously a very important time in your life. You know, so what can I say? There you are. And if the prom is that important, then you should see it through.
By myself? I'll look like an idiot.
You know, darling, just because Christian isn't available doesn't mean you can't take somebody else.
Natalie, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I promise I will give you a heads up if it comes to that.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
I'm so sorry about the baby.
Me too. And I was hoping, because my family was so small.
Hey, no. No, it's not. You have us, okay? You gonna go to the hospital?
Mom told me not to go.
But you're gonna go anyway to make sure that everything's okay, right?
You know me so well. Hey, I don't want to wake Hope, but, can you, when she wakes up?
I'll give her a kiss from Daddy, okay? I love you.
Love you too.
I'll tell Marco. Call him. I'm really sorry.
Thanks.
God, it's awful about his mom.
Yeah.
I just hope he knows I still care about him, even if he hates me.
He doesn't hate you. Marco's his best friend. They're always there for each other, just like you and me.
Thanks for sticking up for me, by the way.
I always have your back, but look, I have to say...
No, can we please not do this? I mean, God, how many times do I have to say it? I'm done with Ford.
Okay, but... I mean, you just found out that Ford was at a hotel room with another girl already, and... I guess I was expecting a bigger reaction.
Like what? You want me to tear my hair out so he was with another girl? So what? God. Wait, what? Now you don't believe me? I thought you were supposed to be my best friend.
I am, Lang, but I know you.
And what, you think I would lie to you?
Yeah, actually, you would.
Hey. Hey. How you doing?
All right.
Sorry about the baby.
I didn't tell you about the baby.
Natalie told me about it. And that you like her for the assault.
Yeah, I have some questions.
Star, when have I ever lied to you?
For months after your parents died and I kept asking you what was wrong?
Yeah, but that was different. I was afraid that if somebody found out I'd be sent to foster care, I'd lose everything.
And what if someone found out that you were still cheating? And that you were still lying to us? You don't think that you would lose Marco and living here and Cole's
And
friendship?
you? Would I lose you?
No, you would never lose me. That's the point I'm trying to make. Look, I know that you're under a lot of pressure with the musical and with Ford, and I know you. I know that it's tearing you up.
It's been hard.
I know. And that's why it's so easy to slip. Lang, was that you at the hotel?
No.
You swear? You swear on our friendship?
Thanks, film fan.
About last night, I couldn't help but overhear that it was Karen in the hotel room.
And my love life is your business because...
Because she's a friend of mine. We grew up together. I even saw her last night. She brought me my pizza, probably right before she hooked up with you.
Was it hot?
Like the pizza?
It's a joke, Marco.
See, that's kind of my point. She's a nice girl, Ford. A little spacey, but nice. You gotta treat her right.
Understood.
Hey, there's one other thing about Langston.
I know Jessica bought a ticket, but she knows I'm going to be there with you.
Do you think she's gonna try to mess up our date?
I don't know what she's gonna do. All I know is that I'm gonna be the luckiest guy in Lambview High if I show up in there with you on my arm.
Are you gonna buy me a corsage?
I'm gonna buy you a greenhouse.
Well, then it's a date.
Good.
But I don't want to go with anyone else. I want to go with Christian. Doesn't anyone understand that? I mean, do you know how it feels to be in love with someone that doesn't remember loving you back?
Yes, actually I do, and I think there are a lot of other people who know how that feels.
Oh, like Brody?
And Natalie, and Bree, and a lot of people, darling, who love you and they care about you.
Oh, so now I'm a terrible person.
No, sweetheart, I didn't say that. Darling, this is not your fault. In your mind, you're an adolescent, and that makes the world a kind of a tough place for you right now.
So I should just suck it up and ask Brody to the prom?
Well, Natalie told me that you two went on a date.
So she's not just a boyfriend stealer, she's also a blabbermouth.
How did it go?
Well, didn't she tell you?
No.
It was fine. He's a nice guy, but he's not the guy that I want.
Brody is gonna take your statement. I promise you we're gonna get the truth.
How are you feeling?
Fine. Let's just get it over with.
Marty, do you know of anyone who may have wanted to hurt you?
You were there. You were there when Natalie informed me that if it weren't for my baby, she would be with John. So I think you know the answer to the question.
Anyone else ever threaten you? An unhappy patient, someone you work with? Any other enemies you can think of?
I have to get ready for school. But is it okay if I stay here at Dad's for a little while longer?
Yes, sweetheart, you stay as long as you feel you need to. Just be aware that at some point we're going to have to make a decision about Bree, okay? Honey, she's fine, all right? She's fine. She's happy to be home. Lois is spoiling her rotten, and you don't need to worry about her, okay?
What if I never remember?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, okay? We'll cross that bridge if we come to it. But I want you to know that whatever happens, darling, we will make it work.
You promise?
Yes, I promise. You know, sweetheart, I will always be there for you, and so will your father, okay? The future, it's full of possibilities. You never know what can happen. All righty? I love you, baby. Just do me a favor. Think about the prom, okay? I feel you should go.
Who did you go to prom with?
Taylor Richards asked me. He played varsity basketball, and half the girls in school were in love with him. But then I got strep throat, and I had to stay home. It was one of the worst nights of my life.
So this is good. This is like a second chance at prom.
You're right.
And I'm gonna make sure it's the best night of your life.
I know I mentioned it last night, but don't say anything to Langston about me getting that room for us at the Palace. Not that you'd have any reason to talk to her, but just in case, I want it to be a surprise.
I won't say a word, as long as you don't mention the fact that I used Alfonso Del Toro's reservation.
And I won't say anything to anyone. That's it, I did tell Langston. She's my girlfriend. We don't have any secrets.
You want me to swear on our friendship? Yes. You've asked me to lie for you about Ford, and I have. You've asked me to keep the secret, and I have. So I want you to swear on our friendship that that wasn't you last night with Ford. And that it's over for good. I swear on our friendship. I'm done with Ford. I gotta get to school.
I don't know what else to tell you, Brody. I ran into Natalie in the corridor right before I went to the stairwell.
How about earlier in the day? Did you talk to anyone else? Were there any problems? Anything out of the ordinary?
There was someone else.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Who was it?
Todd Manning.